how I'd like to begin at this point. Actually, kind of rolling back the clock a couple minutes.
Okay.
I think probably we'll just eventually kind of fast forward again back to where we are.
Okay.
But just to kind of do a quick recap for our viewers at home. I mean, everybody's probably at home.
You all better be fucking home. It's COVID.
Yeah, that's how that's
Yeah,
And my work.
I'm looking at
That's how this
both
work.
my friends'
Cordelia's
jobs.
work.
All the jobs.
All the jobs.
So many jobs.
Anyways,
I'd actually
to the
recap again real quick. So, over the course of the past few in-game hours, out-of-game months, you all have journeyed out to the outskirts of Waterdeep, or not the outskirts, but the outsides of Waterdeep. Made your way to the farm of the Brassel family. Discovered that they were the site of the latest misbehavings of these scarecrows that have been causing some non-lethal chaos around Undermountain. Found some footprints coming from a bush, which Siler decided to take with him, and several branches holding mangoes. What was discovered to be mangoes, left in the field. Let's see. After that, Celia, Othronus, and Cordelia decided to journey off to the only known farm that grows mangoes in the Waterdeep area, the Snow Beetle Orchard and Meadery. Large orchard which also serves as a tourist destination in the harvest months, which you are literally the day before High Harvestide, the big holiday celebrating the harvest. So, needless to say, right smack dab there in the harvest months. After some conversing with the matriarch of the Snow Beetle family, she took you to the portion of the farm that specializes in more exotic fruits. There you found several branches which had been broken that also led to some tracks that took you to a moss-covered rock. Due to a series of unfortunate events, Cordelia was left alone with this rock, began shooting at this rock, and when she went near it to kind of pick at a bullet that was stuck inside, was pulled into this rock, or seemingly through the rock, by a scarecrow. Celia was able to get a pot shot off on it, but it was not enough to dislodge the scarecrow's grasp as it pulled Cordelia through. Let's see. Othronus and Celia received several paper birds, or at least this is kind of at kind of a point where I was kind of taking some actions for you, Nyla.
100% understandable.
Yeah. We'll get back to that in a moment. As she was sending several paper birds to Othronus and Celia to get them to come back to the farm, as these scarecrows were standing menacingly in the fields. Cordelia, who had been transported to through some means she was not familiar with, and landed herself in a hut. Unsure of where she was, she began talking with the only person inside that she could find, a sweet old lady who spoke of wanting to see her daughter again soon. These nice talks eventually degraded into intense psychological torture. Would torture be a good way? Threats, perhaps?
Yeah.
It was not a pleasant conversation,
Here.
at least for one of them. But through this, you learned that at least this person, Eula, seemed to relate to Cordelia's predicament in some way. Wanting to see what measures she would be willing to go to. She eventually offered Cordelia a deal where she could either take Eula's help, and Eula promised that she would not have to deal with a man that I believe has been mentioned before, but maybe not, or referenced, but not necessarily mentioned in full. Silas Duncan. I believe that's Silas Duncan is the name. Sorry.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Going based off of memory here. And barring that, if she did not agree to that, she agreed to let her go and let her return to the city and her friends if she agreed to not interfere with her, Eula, and her plans once her daughter had arrived. After some, I think, maybe tenuous thinking, I believe Cordelia agreed to this deal. Agreed that once her daughter arrived, she would leave and get to go home. Upon shaking Eula's hand, bright green band of energy encircled both of their hands, and Eula's form transformed into that of a crooked green hag. Cordelia, not liking this and her maniacal laughter, decided to shoot the hag, and realized that the damage that she seeked to do upon this hag had in part been reflected back upon herself. So, after the hag disappeared in smoke, Cordelia had a little bit of a lie down. Meanwhile, Celia and Othranos had a discussion about their past and why they are here on their way back to the Brassel farm in no particular rush. I would like to begin this session with Nyla. Rolling back the clock a little, you were kind of left, because at least how I ruled it is that you probably weren't excited about going off and exploring another farm, so you just decided to stay at this one. Devil you know and all that.
Yep.
What do you do as you wait?
Okay, so if we're retconning last session, I'm gonna do exactly what I did last session, but I can't remember 100%.
You do not see the scarecrows yet.
Oh, okay. What
They have not arrived.
do I see? Oh wait, I don't see the scarecrows?
Oh, you see the field? This is kind of before Othranos arrives and Celia arrives and you see all these scarecrows. This is shortly after, like midway through the rest of their journey to the other farm, maybe as they're arriving. You've been waiting probably for 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. So there are no scarecrows from what I can see in the field.
Yeah. You remember there's the father of the family. He went back into Waterdeep to go off and sell what goods he could to try and salvage some of what was lost. His brother, the uncle of the two children, was in the house, kind of still shaken from what had happened the previous night. And you remember that the two children were instructed to not go into the field and stay in the barn.
Okay. So,
just for reference on the map, this is the house, this is the barn.
Okay, so, alright, so we'll just say my character is exactly what she is, kind of in the outside space behind the house next to the barn there. For the 15-20 minutes that she's kind of been left alone. You said that she was sending out, what's it called? Those paper cranes?
Yeah, paper birds. I'm going to say that would be something that you could... that's just like a give you, that'll just like say that when this kind of scene gets to the point that you...
Okay, once I see them, then I'll send it. Okay.
You can see them nearby. Like, I might make you roll a perception check generally, but I'll say that you can see them relatively close by when you go and search for them.
Okay.
Just because I can't just rewrite the chain of events that way.
That is okay. What my character is going to do, she's going to triple check kind of the house to make sure that the kids aren't trying to sneak out. And if things look relatively safe, like she's not going to really like kick down the door and see if it's properly locked. She's just going to make sure that they're not, going out the back or something. And if everything looks okay, she's going to try to cast Divine Sense while she's praying to her god.
Figure out where these kids are.
Not just, she assumes that the kids are inside, but she also kind of wants to get an idea of what's going on in this area, because it's super not. This don't feel holy. Like,
yeah, you are kind of getting this feeling as the longer you stay here that something just feels off about this general area.
Yeah. So what she's probably gonna do is she's gonna go to like one of the closer trees next to the back area there, and she's going to kind of go on her knees, stake her sword into the ground, and clasp her hands in prayer. And while she's doing that, she's casting Divine Sense. Within 16 feet of her, she should be able to sense if there's any celestial, fiends, or undead within 60 feet.
Did you want to do your perception check and then this? Did you want to do this, then your perception check, or are you just focusing on this
first, and then a perception check? Because she wants to see, like, just instinctually something doesn't feel right. And again, her teammates just kind of decided to go off on their own, and she's like, this is exactly what I'm here for. I'm here to smite evildoers. This is God's work. I am here. I'm going to do what I was meant to do. And she's relatively good at what she's supposed to do when she's supposed to do it. So
it's just knowing when to do the things that you're supposed to do is the hard part.
Exactly. But she has a good idea that this is probably a good time. So as she's kind of praying to her gods and casting Divine Sense, like, she's super bright as it is, but that brightness is like overwhelmingly like
amplified,
emanating. Yeah, it's emanating off of her
all the way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, friggin' Celia, if she was looking in this direction, she'd need her sunglasses. It's definitely like, oh shit, that looks like that's a bomb over there, but it's not going
Back
off.
this way. What was that?
Just within 60 feet, this bright, overwhelming bright
what
light.
creatures? Because it's like faith or
Yes.
like fiends.
It is celestial, fiend, and undead.
Celestial.
I can
fiend,
detect
and
good
undead.
and evil. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, if anything is affected by the hollow spell.
Hollow, right?
I don't know what that is.
Let's see. Let me actually check real quick.
Yeah. So it says the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detach such forces. Oh, but it's an action. But I'm doing it outside of combat. I think it should be okay. And, yeah, I can tell whether things within 60 feet are celestial, fiend, or undead.
All right.
And I can tell where they are.
Let's see. I think because this is, I think, rules as written. No, you do not pick up on anything.
Okay,
But,
that's fine.
With the kind of, because I think this is generally a special sort of case. You do definitely still feel something off. It is, you can't really discern it, because I think what you've trained to understand currently is Celestials, Fae, or not Celestials, Fae, Celestials, Fiends, Fan Fiends, and Undead. But something kind of in between, like a couple of those, like if those are like the three extents of like a triangle gradient, then it's like somewhere in between there.
Okay.
Like you're sensing
it doesn't hit one of the marks, but something still doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I think it's been, I've kind of described it as a scent in the past, and I think you smell, what would be a good description for this? Twisted, swampy odor.
Okay, so it's kind of like a wet dog smell.
Yeah, wet dog.
Okay, got it. Yeah, smelling that, she's very particular about scents, so her nose immediately crinkles up and she kind of stands up straight, like, okay. Well, good to know that's neither of those three things, but something still is off. Gotta figure it out. And at this point, she's kind of gonna, from where she's standing, she's gonna take an overview of the area, and I want to roll a perception check to see if she sees anything. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Fucking dice, please roll for me. I hate this. I hate dice. I hate digital dice. Is just demons. Okay, I got
Physical
5.
dice, then.
5.
All right.
Super. The smell just kind of overwhelms me to the point I'm not really paying attention. I'm like, I want to look for it, but oh, the stank. Ugh.
Well, that's not the best of rolls, and is that including your bonus?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely including my bonus.
But luckily, you are in luck. Because
they're super in front of me.
From where you're standing, right in between this kind of threading the needle, you see 2 small figures kind of moving in their kind of position here, roughly. Moving kind of this way.
Oh, fucking kids, I hate them. That's immediately what she mumbles under her breath. She's like, I'm going to beat that uncle who is supposed to watch these kids. I'm going to teach them I'm going to give them a holy lesson in respects of the hand slap. I am going to make my way to the entrance of that barn.
You muttering this as you're walking, or are you muttering this frustrated and then you start walking?
Muttering as I'm walking.
Alright.
She stands there, she says, I fucking hate kids, and then she's gonna mutter, I'm gonna smack these bitches, because they were supposed to stay in the house. I said, don't go to the barn. Am I deaf? Are people deaf? Poor people are deaf. Farm people are deaf. Farm children are deaf. I'm gonna have to... I will give them a holy smite with my hand.
So since that's kind of a narrow aisleway, you lose sight of them for a very short moment. So you kind of come around this bend. You see this door slam close, kind of just as you are kind of getting around this corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go to that door, and
What would you like to do?
I'm going to that door, and not even really thinking to check if traps or if the door was actually used. She just assumes the kids are the worst. She's going to bang on it, and she's going to be like, if you two little shits are in there, open the door.
Roll a perception check real quick.
Yeah. Perception! You know what? Fuck this dice. I'm going to roll it on something else. Fuck you! Don't trust you. Let's see if my phone is a better dice roller. Perception, where are you? Nope, all dice hate me. 6.
Alright, that is higher than a 6. You don't hear anything.
Is there any peepholes? Are there any cracks in the wood? It doesn't matter, my perception was shit, so I can't see it anyway. I'm blinded by my own stupidity.
It is there one, but it's just at the very top of the door. Unfortunately, you are small.
That is fair.
I mean, not small, but small enough that you might have to
reach.
jump.
That's fair.
You can open the door. There's a handle.
Yeah, no, she's gonna lift up one of her legs to kick it in, and then she's gonna remember one of her
door.
small door, also not her property, and she's been reprimanded once in her life about destroying property that ain't hers, and especially now that she don't have money to pay for it. She puts her leg down and she tries to open the door.
Do you pull or push or pull?
If the door obviously looks like a push, I want her to pull. And vice versa. Does it look obvious?
Do you push or pull?
I must say push.
It opens. It opens both ways.
She isn't so stupid after all. Okay, so it opens. Do I see any traces of the kids as soon as I open that door?
Might be a little frustrated at this, but can you roll a perception check?
Alright, perception. Here we go. Oh! I got a 21.
Ew.
21. Nice.
Wow!
That's actually not half bad. I'd say that's even good.
Yay!
Quite good.
Do I see these
So
little shit?
you are... let's see. You kind of scan the room. There's a lot of stalls in here. You are taller than them, but not by much. So I think you probably take a menacing step into this aisleway.
Yeah.
I
want to make enough crunchy noises in the hay or whatever's on the ground to be I want these kids to know I am here and I'm going to smack somebody.
You notice as you kind of pass through, there's a trap door right there, kind of next to the door.
Oh.
with your high perception, you notice that even though there is a blanket covering it,
Okay.
you look out, and you see right kind of in that doorway, you see a hand just kind of duck, like very quickly after you kind of step out after you make these crunching sounds, you step out here, you see that hand dart behind the barricade there.
Got it. I'm going to menacingly start singing a song that isn't really a song. She's just gonna kind of make her way there. She's gonna say something along the lines of, "There once were two children who didn't listen to me, and then one day they went nowhere to be." Oh, I can't sing. That's right. I just need to smack some bitches. That's exactly what she says. She tries to sing and then realizes she can't. Or doesn't want to. It's up to no one at this point's opinion. But
I rolled a 2 for him. You hear a voice from right behind that barricade where you saw that hand. Chuckle, like burst out laughing for just a moment, and then catch his breath.
When he chuckles, she immediately she picks up her pace. She's like, "Oh, these monsters. I was here to kill some scarecrows, but I don't know if I'm okay with this right now."
You see this small figure run for this door.
Can I grapple? I want to just fucking tackle children.
Full plate armor, just gonna
I
tackle
will
a child.
fucking throw a battle axe if I have to. As they're running, can I throw my battle axe just to at the door and hopefully not kill a child? But
well, are you wanting to try and tackle or grapple this child, or are you just trying to are you trying to throw this axe at the door?
You know what? I have a reliquary, which is it looks like.
I also no, I'll share this in a moment.
I want to throw my reliquary at them, which is I'm gonna show you what that is because I just found out what it was. I was like, what is this in my friggin' bag? And let's pick this one. This one looks like the most ouch.
Oh.
Copy image. It's supposed to be an item that holds other religious items.
Yeah.
Where should I put it?
Art. Into the art channel would be good.
Art channel it will be. Heist. Reliquary. I think that's how you spell it. I'm gonna chuck this at the kid.
Alright.
It's definitely gonna do some good.
So I guess roll an attack roll. Plus Dex, I don't think add your proficiency bonus because this is definitely an improvised weapon.
Okay, so roll an attack roll. I roll this first. That's a 10. And then roll a dexterity check.
No, just roll an attack roll plus dexterity. It's roll a d20 and then add your dexterity is all that you're doing.
Got you, good sir. It's here to fight some scarecrows. Oh god, I should have not listened to you people. God damn it. 10. 10 and 10.
10 and 10?
Yeah.
I think that misses. I'm
That's
not
fair.
sure what this kid's AC is, but I think it's higher than 10.
I hope so.
I mean, not a lot of bonuses in life, but he's at least a little dexterous.
I hope so for his sake. She's power of God compels you. No, she doesn't say that, but she does chuck it.
Yeah. You hear as this kid darts out and you chuck this reliquary from your bag, you hear this kid like giggling, laughing, and then like as this thing comes slamming to the ground, definitely damaged, by the way.
That's fine.
Kind
I
of
have, like,
you hear this
10 at home.
at home. Yeah,
Okay,
she probably
look.
will realize that later. You see Milo Brassel, you see in character art, this young boy just kind of like jump and leap forward and start running a bit quicker now. And he's going for the door. Are you chasing after, I presume?
Yes. And she's
All right.
going to be yelling, like, "You stupid kids! I told you to stay in the house! If scarecrows eat you, it's not my fault!"
So, needless to say, I think you're pretty tunnel visioned, right?
Yep, pretty much.
What's your passive perception?
12.
Yeah. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yay!
Sorry.
I hate dice. It's an 8.
An 8, alright. So you...
Oh, wait! Hold on. Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Wait. I just want to triple check because I was reading something earlier and I just want to make sure that I can't. If I can. Wait.
What do you think you can do?
No. Damn it. Stupid. I should have used it for other things, but I didn't. It's fine. Nope, it's an 8.
Alright. So you're chasing after this kid, not noticing this thin rope kind of stretched along the ground that is very suddenly
I hate these kids!
pulled taut.
Because I forgot there were 2 of them. Like, straight, comical, straight, face down, fucking,
Yeah.
no, face plant.
I think you're able to catch yourself, so it's not like you, like, nose first plummet directly into your face.
Oh, if
but
my
you're-
nose gets broken by these kids. Just before date night.
So, I think you can make attempt to kind of reach as this little girl, Mavis Brassel, is kind of scurrying around you, giggling as well. She's going for the top door to this barn up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely brush myself off and attempt to capture this child.
She's giggling very menacingly,
Profusely.
maybe? Profusely?
Menacingly.
Maybe not
I'll
menacingly.
give them
No,
something
she's
menacing.
mischievously. That's the word I'm thinking of. Mischievously.
She is definitely swearing under her breath and cursing her colleagues. She's like, they left me to watch these fucking idiots.
So who are you? Which way are you running? Or
The one who tripped me.
okay. So you're going for that door?
Mm.
So roll him. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, if there's 3 kids I just wasn't aware.
The uncle's in on it.
I fucking hate. I will give him something to quiver.
So you're running for the door. You're just opening it up. How are you opening it up?
I'm kicking it
Slamming
down.
it.
I don't care.
Kicking it open. I think it just swings open with force. And it's at this time that you see Mavis just standing there, looking out into the field.
How far is she from me?
Like within grasp. Like you, one step and then a grab.
Like,
but
I
she seems
see
to be
this
distracted.
happen. This happens in all the stupid movies, but of course Nyla's gonna fall for it. She's gonna grab the kid from, not even paying attention or noticing that the kid's staring out into the wilderness and, like, standing still. She's gonna grab the kid from, like, behind its her collar and like lift her up. Be like, you
Yeah.
little miscreant. You think this is funny? Do you think this is funny? And she's gonna like point to herself that's all kind of dirtied up.
You see this look of like she is not where you're at. She is not on your level currently. She's like distracted with this look of what you might describe as a shocking, horrific realization.
Is the kid looking at me or still kind of trying to look out into the field?
She's kind of twitching between the two. Like, looking at you for a second, then she kind of like slowly looks back out to the field.
She's like, I don't remember your name, and I don't care, but this little act of yours isn't gonna... And then at that point, she's gonna kind of look over to the field to see what she's looking at.
You see 3 scarecrows standing in the field as the wind is blowing across the plains, kind of having these crops blowing in the breeze, just kind of standing there watching, just kind of standing there menacingly. Yes.
Got it. She's gonna look at the scarecrows and not fully register that they weren't there a moment ago, and still look at this kid as like, hello.
How long does your divine sense last?
Until my next action, I believe, but let me double check.
Okay.
Wait, where is it? Here it is. Object that has concentrated decreases with the hollow spell, blah blah blah. Until the end of my next turn. Until the end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So not very long.
Alright. I think still, regardless, maybe it's taking you a moment, but there's still something wrong with these.
She's gonna like look at them, look at the kid, and as frustrated as she is, she's gonna be like, "Find your little friend and get back in the house."
Brother.
Does it look like I care? And she's gonna drop the kid, like behind her, so it's like towards the barn door, and push this child inside the barns. Like, find him and go. Like she's gritting her teeth.
There's paper birds. They're in the house.
Oh, thanks. Go.
Yeah, she goes for this door.
Good.
You see
Trying...
the door close behind her.
Yeah. Hoping that for once this child's gonna listen to her. Kind of upset that she can't smack a kid, but also kind of like, duty comes first, and she needs money, so.
Money comes first.
No. Protecting those in need, and unfortunately that little brat's in need. She's gonna kind of like keep her eye on the scarecrows as she's going to like kind of shuffle to the side. She's gonna pull out her sword, or battle axe as well, to bring it to her side as she's like shuffles along the side of the barn there, trying to make her way back to the house to get those paper cranes or paper birds.
As you're shuffling around to go and get these paper birds, can you roll one more perception check?
Fine. Oh my god, why did I complain? 4!
You're just kind of looking out at these scarecrows, and they seem to be staring in your general direction. I think
Cool.
still with the 4, you're able to tell that they're all... You can't tell where they're looking exactly. I mean, generally
looking.
down. They're down towards your direction, towards the house and everything.
But whether they're
all
looking at me or the...
at the same point. You can't tell where that point is at the moment. I think you're a bit distracted, but they're all staring at the same point.
Yeah, she's gonna like point her battle axe towards them, and she's gonna be like, "Don't fucking move! Just get those birds." But probably halfway there, she's gonna stop, and she's like, "I'm being an idiot. Nope, fuck it. Gonna try to fight these scarecrows because I can."
Well, that takes us down an alternate.
Yep, alternate timeline. Here we go. As she basically gets towards that tree where she originally casted that divine sense, she's gonna like think about it. She's like, I won't have if I take my eyes off of these things, the kids, I have no idea where they are. I don't know how far away my colleagues are. I don't know how long it's going to take me to write this, or how long it's going to get to them. I need to do something now. What I'm going to try to do, she like quickly tries to polish herself off, so she's super shiny. And she's going to cast Divine Sense again, and this time she's kind of cross her fucking fingers in hopes that Celia's going to see it, because Celia has this sense of knowing when brightness is in the area and fucking curse at her and hopefully come this way.
Well, I wasn't really prepared to have us go down an alternate timeline. I kind of proceeded with this to kind of go down with similar events.
Would you rather it that way? Because then I can retcon what I just said and say she just goes for the house.
The thing is that Celia's gonna ignore that. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a clear enough indication, I think, generally.
Oh, there's a bright light over there.
I do think I have a resolution for this with minimal edits to the previously established timeline.
Okay.
I'll get to that when I get there. You have this big flash to kind of glow. Using Divine Sense, you also notice some additional things now. You kind of look in this direction with this these scarecrows are kind of standing in, and it's another thing that's not like solidly in any of those points that you're kind of attuned to currently, but you are certain that it's sitting somewhere between the undead and fiend spectrum.
Okay.
These things, and of the two, closer to the fiend.
Okay. Okay, so we'll... Yeah, okay. So she'll...
Another thing, sorry.
Go ahead.
With this flash, you actually hear a door open. You see Flynn Brassel kind of step out. The hell was... Oh no. No.
Oh, fuck. Of course I get the one that's traumatized.
Do you say anything other than...
She mumbles that to herself, and she's like she snaps at it, like, no, not snap, she grabs her battle axe and like mashes it on the shield to grab his attention. It's like, focus?
Yeah, what?
Look at me, okay, pay attention, you're gonna do this right now, and you're gonna be helpful, okay? Good. Grab those fucking bird papers and tell my colleagues to come back. I don't know where your little miscreant children are, but I will find them, and you will all be in trouble. Do you understand your mission?
Why am I in trouble?
She just gives him, like, the death scares, like, right to my colleagues, now!
Scrambles back into the house. couple of moments later, you see kind of out and around from this front door, you see one of these familiar white bird-like figures flying off in the direction that they'll be arriving from. And then another, and then another. So as a retcon, it was not Nyla who sent those messages, it was Flynn.
In fear.
Yes, in fear.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
So I'll also say that you guys can still have your conversation, but just to kind of keep things moving along so that Nyla either doesn't die in this fight or doesn't just complete the entire fight before you guys arrive.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say that you guys will probably be running, if that works for you guys, to arrive more quickly, since this is probably somebody that you care about more than Nyla. I'm kidding,
Yeah.
partially.
Nope. I'm assuming that the letters also sound super, like, desperate, like he's making it sound worse than it is. Like, I'm going to die, hurry, come back. Like,
I'm gonna die!
yeah, like, they're threatening me, or she's threatening me, something along the lines. Of, like, you need to come back quickly before you have a murder on your hands.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So are you going to wait a couple minutes to see if they react at all, or are you just like, as soon as this door closes, charging?
No. What I'm gonna do is, as soon as that door closes and I see that the birds are going in a direction, she's going to kind of make her way to the edge of the crop field there. And kind of like just stare at them, trying to assess what they're gonna do. Again, they don't seem, they're not moving, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the first one to, like, for all I know, they were there earlier, because my perception checks have been shit. So she's like, maybe these were already here, and that kid just had a freak out and is playing a trick on me, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna keep my eyes on these things until backup shows.
So I guess at this point I'll ask whether you think this would be a investigation or perception check.
Any type of roll sucks at this point.
I mean, that is kind of how this game works, though.
No, you're right. I'm gonna say perception because I have a positive in that regard.
I think that's...
That's... Dice gods love me. No, that's fine. I haven't used you in a while, I understand. 7.
7, cool. With that, I think with that, you notice definitely at this point, these are not normal. There was something wrong with these. They are moving very slightly. They all have different kind of designs. One of them has a jack-o'-lantern for a head. One of them is wearing a what's the word? Like the material that a lot of bags are made out of, like the ones...
Burlap.
Burlap, that's the one.
Okay.
Burlap poncho, and one has a kind of ratty red scarf.
Okay. And which one's in the front?
I'll say jack-o'-lantern is in the front.
Okay.
I think it takes a little bit, but I think after a little bit of thinking, you determined that where they're looking is kind of past you a little bit.
Okay.
So they're not looking at you, but they're looking like right past you, so like right next to you.
with my passive perception of 12, can I kind of sense if the kids are physically right behind me? Because if they are physically right behind me, I have to smack them. I just need to know that they're not physically right behind me.
They are not physically right behind you. At least you're able to determine that they're not within range of your smack.
Okay.
At the very least.
So, if with her intelligence, if not so much, she's going to assume that they're staring at the barn. And just kind of like cock an eyebrow, like, okay, it's either there's something in the barn, or the kids are there, and they want the kids. And if the kids are still there, God have mercy on their souls, and they will be seeing him soon. And she's gonna kind of like step toward, like, kind of more so in front, so that she's trying to like kind of stand right at where they're staring.
Yeah,
to be like,
stand between them and the barn.
Yeah, and be like, I'm here. Don't you, like, trying to kind of come off as intimidating?
I think, roll an intimidation check, I think, first of all.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you want to be good for me then. Whatever. It's a nat 20. So 23. Of course, they're inanimate objects, like they're really gonna care.
Well, they are... You're able to determine that they are not inanimate, they are animate.
Oh, okay. Well, yes.
Because they kind of react.
They're moving. Yeah.
You kind of step in between them and their line of sight with this kind of defiant look, and they stop looking past you. And now they're looking directly at you. And kind of lowering their gaze a little bit, kind of like you see them kind of crouch down and kind of get ready a little bit. But they're not moving. They're like moving a little bit, like they're kind of getting in like a bit of a ready position. But they have not, like, they're not lunging or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna yell, kind of like over her shoulder, and she's like, if you two miscreants are still in there, you better hide, because I can't save you and kill these things at the same time. And then she's kind of give like a really stupid, cheeky grin at these things. Be like, no worries, I got this. Yeah, I can kill some scarecrows. Yeah, they're looking at me like they're gonna eat me. It's fine. It's fine. Just look at them back, stare them down.
Roll history check real quick, just to see something.
Of course.
And I think this is right around the time when Othronus and Celia are getting back.
14.
14.
Despite my -1, that's pretty decent.
You're kind of frustrated thinking about these kids, and like they just sitting playing around in the barn, and you think back to the that hatch that you saw.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I hope either that's like where the kids are hiding, or evil people, and that's where they need to be, kind of thing. Either way, these things aren't getting near the barn.
Yes.
I don't care what's in the barn. No. Murder.
Alright,
Purging.
so I think this is right around the time when Othronus and Celia are arriving onto the scene. Yo. So, let's say you guys are more... I mean, that's not really that much of a difference, but you guys are a bit of a distance away. I think I said last time you guys were 40 feet away from the nearest scarecrow. So, you kind of see them from a distance. They're in kind of a ready position. They're not just scarecrow T-posing, but they are not making any moves.
At this point, I'm gonna roll a perception check, because I can't say that she doesn't see. She sees them because she's kind of I fucking hate perception.
It is a very useful skill.
Yeah. I got a 14. Do I see them?
Probably.
I'd say, yeah, with a 14, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
I think that kind of
he's
goes
gonna-
along with what I said last time. You see some shiny hair and Othronus' hat and horns.
That's fair. To kind of
Always
go back on the
fancy.
timeline, in hopes to keep the scarecrows focused on me and not the two in the back, she's gonna start like banging her shield with her axe again. To be like, kind of to make noise so that if they're trying to sneak behind, it hopefully will give them a bit of cover.
All right. So are you standing where you are, or are you approaching?
I'm gonna take like one step forward, like 5 feet, to see if they're gonna do anything. But I just want their eyes to stay on me, essentially.
All right. Roll performance check. I think I had you roll this last time, but I don't remember what the result was.
I don't either. Okay, I can live with this. 18.
18. I think it wasn't 18 last time. I don't know. You are making a lot of noise with your axe and shield.
Yay.
The scarecrows are still kind of focused, glaring at you.
But they didn't make any move when I took the step forward, right?
Not yet, from what you could tell at least.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of keep my distance, kind of like look at what the other people are in the back are doing, if they're gonna make their, like, a move first.
Watching curiously to see what happens.
Yeah. Just back to the original timeline there.
No, she's
Like,
got
she's
it.
kind of crazy.
Look, she's making all
just
that noise. I
banging.
think she wants to fight them all on her own.
Throna, save me. My lavender buddy.
By the way,
I protected your bush.
So this is what we see, just her and the scarecrows.
She's banging on her shield, and she's slowly.
yeah,
And
approaching
they
Uh,
are crouching. Tiger, hidden,
crouching
dragon.
slightly. Kind of still have their arms out to the side, but like lower, kind of in like a ready position, not just T-posing.
I'm just going to turn to Celia and ask, so you still feel like setting shit on fire?
Thank
Ah.
God.
I always feel like setting shit on fire.
I'm in the field. You can kind of burn me too. It's fine.
Even
He's
better.
filled with cops.
Right.
I'm honestly just saying, this can have nothing to do with her being there needing help. It could just be us setting those things on fire.
It
Yep.
has been a while since I
And-
set something on fire.
In game, I think it was just like a day or two.
At least a couple days. Definitely.
It's been too many hours. That's what it matters.
Couple days.
Absolutely.
No, actually,
need
you
to
set
set
something
at
on
least-
fire like a couple hours.
I need to
Yeah,
set at least one thing on fire per day.
like an hour.
Per hour.
Per
What are you
hour.
talking
Look.
about?
If it ever gets too bad, just let me know, and I have a few things you can light on fire that won't go
Anyway.
out. So easily.
She's
There's
gonna
some
look at you
kindling.
with admiration. Yes. Yes.
Why didn't you offer this to me sooner,
I
sir?
know, like, you just became my favorite person.
I have
Okay.
wood.
Is this what love
So
is? I
And-
feel like this is what love is.
And he
No,
does
that's
this little
not-
trick. You know where he takes a drink of his flask? He actually
Yeah.
just douses his hand in it and sparks it, and for a split second it's just on fire before it goes out.
Ooh.
I'm a little
Guys,
fireproof,
little
not
tricks.
completely. Just
Like,
a little.
Nyla's giving you guys, like, the dirty look. She's, like, watching you guys do these parlor tricks in the back, and she's like, fucking guys! Did that man not tell you how important this situation is? She's thinking
See
about, like,
this-
Do
smashing
I see
fluids.
that glare?
Probably.
Blue?
She's
Then I'm
making it
gonna
as
yell.
loud as possible.
I am going to yell at her. Discussing battle plan. Just keep him distracted.
Yeah.
If she could say fuck you with a look.
You know where I sleep.
She's like, I know where your bush is.
No, you don't.
I
Probably
mean, technically,
doesn't.
we did leave the bush with Nyla.
Yeah.
That's true, but that's not the one he's thinking of.
True.
Oh, well, it doesn't
Not
matter.
the
I'll
one
light
now.
any of your bushes on fire, sir. I don't know if you got more than one. Doesn't matter. Burn
I'm
with
trying to
heavenly
think back.
fire.
You never actually looked down. You just averted your gaze.
No, she has looked once. I believe it was
Okay,
in the
she does
church.
know where the other one is.
Yeah. So she knows it can catch fire. I hope. I don't know how. I don't know how pushy. How do I ask?
Anyone's gonna set fire to this bush. It's gonna be me.
You
Okay. I
almost-
ain't
you already
speaking on that.
tried.
Oh?
It wasn't your bush. You put out the fire.
Yes, it
with your
was,
bush.
and you know I was damn well ready to strike back.
These
You guys
skeletons
are
are
doing plenty
sorry.
of
These
talking.
scarecrows are just like, we're here? Are they talking sexual stuff right now? Or like actual bushes? Like,
Scarecrows
do
are
we
so
just
I want us to
attack?
start fighting them, but continue this conversation in the background.
Innuendos.
I'm 100% down for
Innuendos,
this.
Miss Kimmy.
The one in the front is still tense, but the other two have kind of gone back to a more relaxed, neutral sort of state.
Like, they don't care.
Oh my
See,
god, do
all
they
part of
feed off our emotions? If we're just cool, will they be cool? Yeah, so I guess we'll try and approach until, we trigger initiative.
All right. Are you guys just
Or surprise
both
attack.
approaching? Are you guys both approaching this one that's closest to you, or one that's closest to you? I'm sorry.
Well,
I'll actually
wouldn't
ask you
need
one
to
more
approach
time.
it.
Do you want me to hold
Yeah.
it still so you hit it?
Oh god. Yes.
I'll be fine. I can hit it. I am
As
not
soon as she
that
misses
bad.
one, I'm going to immediately tackle it down and say, okay, try again.
Aww.
I will also just remind you.
Celia pouts.
I will remind you guys yet again. You are in a field.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
She
we never
won't
forgot
miss.
that.
Mhm.
Because sooner or later the fire will catch up.
Exactly. One way or another, these things are lighting on fire. Let's go!
If we got to
Alright.
tie them up and drag them to like a plain area where there's nothing else to catch on fire just to light them on fire, we'll do it.
So you guys get to about there. Do you guys want to approach closer?
I'm good there, because I'm just gonna launch a firebolt at it, so... I don't even need
It
to...
And I'm
has-
just going to wait to see if it misses or not.
At this point, it has turned its head. This is the one with the scarf. You cannot see its neck. It just kind of twists around.
Are we in initiative right now, or do I just launch an attack?
It is not attacking you, so you can make an attack currently if you wish.
Which one?
Would you wish to launch the attack then? The attack. The attack that you wish to launch. That attack.
Kronk!
13 will hit.
Yeah, I did it.
With 2 fire
I mean,
damage.
it's only 2, but still.
Yeah, 2 fire damage.
However,
which-
is it flammable? Because if it's flammable, it will ignite.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Just actually redo this real quick because I had written down some damage that they had taken from last session, the end of the last session, but we're rolling back the clock on that now. So
Yeah, wipe them off.
yeah, so that is a total of blank amount of damage. They just not look happy. Roll initiative.
There's just a condescending clap from Orthronus.
There's a triumphant
Well.
spark from Celia. Told you I'd hit
You
it.
guys. And Nyla is just like giving the stinkiest of stink eyes, like. Am I the only one taking this seriously?
Probably.
Which is surprising because she never actually takes things too seriously.
19.
Alright.
I
Scarecrow's
thought
actually rolled pretty well.
6.
I think you're just going
You
to
got-
take a minute there just to stand there and look proud.
I sure am. I am proud. I hit
I think that actually kind of makes sense. Thronus is ready for a sucker punch. I mean,
Mhm.
maybe sucker punch, maybe.
He was ready to
Make it, I don't
tackle
know.
it.
But Thronus, it is your turn.
Cool. And I'm just going to look at these scarecrows and just wonder, quickly to myself, how durable can these honestly be? And he's just going to smirk to find out and go into a rage.
Let's find out.
Is this
All
the
right.
first time we've seen him go in rage mode?
I don't think so, but
No,
it's
right?
been a
Okay.
while.
Not a
It's
few
been a
times,
while.
but it's usually been actual anger.
Yeah, because I remember
Just-
that when you went into rage mode one of the last fights that I was there for, was you went into it, but when we got in to the bar or whatever the house was, the warehouse, you had calmed down by then. You would just look super sad. Sad one.
Ultra
Could be
sad.
wrong.
I
Ignore me.
don't think
Continue.
I was sad. I was just very angry for the whole thing.
This is fair. Hulk out.
Yeah, gonna Hulk out just a little bit and just take out the old claws instead of the brass knuckles and just go into this thing rip and tear.
Rip and tear until it is done. All right, we'll make your attack. I believe it's only one currently since you are raging. You went into a rage.
Bonus rage.
Also, to be clear, is this the same one that you are next to, I assume? The one that you are next to Celia with? I assume you probably also have to
Red scarf?
get into melee. Range. Red scarf.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So from left to right, it is poncho, jack-o'-lantern, scarf.
Got you. So dead, deader, and deadest.
Yep. And I'm gonna do this reckless.
Woo!
Sweet.
24.
24 to hit. That definitely hits. Max damage.
8
for
slashing.
this. Yeah. It is not appreciating that. It has taken the damage.
Now, does it seem sturdier than I think the scarecrow would?
It's you see it kind of, I think you get it in the arm and you take off like a decent portion of it, like this chunk, but it's like you kind of rip it and it's like hay underneath, but with this twisted swirling red orange magic kind of keeping it together. So it's
proud of that.
I was about
Yeah,
to,
that's my turn.
I was about to slip into Ari and just get excited because I thought they were bleeding.
no, these don't bleed either.
Good thing
We
I'm
don't
not
meet
here.
here till later.
I know.
All right. Yeah. So this scarecrow's one of its arms is kind of hanging a bit limp, and it's singed. Its scarf is toasty, but other than that, it is now looking at you because it is now its turn. Unless you want to use your movement to run the fuck away. I mean, that's up to you.
Nope, I'll just go a little bit to the side just to make sure. She's got a clean shot at the rest of them, right?
Currently, yes. Celia is currently. Depends on which one. The jack-o'-lantern, she would have to kind of get past the scarecrow that's directly in front of her. But the other one kind of would have to currently thread the needle between both you and the other one. So.
I got it. It's fine. I got that
I think it's
expert
good then.
precision skill.
She's so about that precision.
Always.
She's like, whatever gets
Yeah,
hit
you
was meant
beat
to
me
get
with
hit.
a fireball.
I'm not that.
See how
lucky.
good you guys,
I'm not
how
that
close
lucky.
you guys got in that little
no,
walk of
she
yours.
doesn't. She doesn't get fireball until level 5.
Ding.
If you
But I do have
beat
burning
me
hands.
with like
Let's
a
go.
fireball.
Burn, baby, burn.
Alright, I have given you like the unofficial permission to burn me if you need to, but that's
Absolutely.
still not.
I got the green light.
Not
That's all I
preferable.
need.
I don't think you
I've
ever
just got
needed the
this
green light.
suit
I mean,
fixed
no,
up.
but it's just like an extra invitation.
It's a red light and it's fire.
Hmm.
That's the only light she ever sees.
Exactly.
You just yell, I told you to warn me first so I can at least toss my jacket out the way.
He was ugly anyway. Ha ha ha! Burn!
I liked it.
Oh, that would be a major insult. That would be a very big insult.
No, that would
He would've
make
just,
him
like,
fly into
be
the
like,
proper
"Oh."
rage.
Gonna now
Probably.
fight you now instead of the scarecrows?
Alright, team up with the scarecrows. Let's go.
I could see that. They not team up, but anyway.
Scarecrow's turn.
Did you want to move at all? Was the question? Tyler?
No, I think I'm just going to stay in melee with it. Just make sure everybody's got a clean shot.
All right. It is the scarecrow's turn. Let's see. All right. This scarecrow in the red scarf is kind of looking at both of you for a moment, and it's kind of looks between the two of you, and it moves over here. It's still in your melee range, so unfortunately no attack of opportunity. But it will roll to hit against Celia.
Rude.
Does a 3 hit?
A 3 does not hit.
Or no, not 3. I'm sorry. 13.
That meets my AC.
I think I had something else in mind for a little while, but I think I've just been doing it player advantage. So
no. Get out of here.
that just misses.
It's probably
That is a
because our
narrow
thumbs are up
dodge,
and
though.
around.
That is a narrow dodge, though, that you make. Luckily, though, the other arm that it swings with is the one that's kind of busted, so it swings wide, missing. So that scarecrow's turn has been wasted. Mr. Jack-o'-lantern here is going to shuffle towards you, Nyla. And with one attack, he's going to kind of lunge past you, kind of trying to, with this big sort of swing, he's going to try and attack you. I do not believe a 10 hits.
No.
With his second attack. That is a grand total of 16.
To hit?
To hit, yes.
No.
Nope. No. Alright. Miss. Swing and a miss.
Yeah. Shield!
Are you using shield?
No, like, super buff.
Alright. And Mr. Poncho over here is going to shuffle his way over to you, Othronus, and will make an attack. Jeez, does a 11 hit?
He will have advantage because I am reckless.
Right. I think a nat 20 hits.
And
Alright. So that's that's 13 slashing damage. But you're also again raging, so that is halved to 6.
Yep.
And then he makes his second attack. Does a
Also
14
an advantage.
hit? Oh, wait, also an advantage, that's right. Does a 14 hit?
14 is my AC.
Okay, so that meets, so yeah. I'm just gonna do it to the defender advantage if that works for you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Just because that
that's
kind of
fair.
keeps in line with what we've been doing, and that way it's a bit more balanced. So that you guys just don't have a huge advantage or disadvantage. Not a huge one either way, but so that is their turn. It is now Celia's turn. Or, no, it's Nyla's turn. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's okay.
I am brain dead.
It's okay. With seeing as those two are preoccupied and this thing is way too close to this barn she's gonna take her battle axe and go for that swing, and with her swing, she goes for a 16 to hit.
16, that'll hit.
Ooh,
Roll
nice.
your damage.
So that's 6 slashing damage, but with her divineness and like god and whatnot, as soon as the axe meets this creature, a glowing light kind of comes off of the axe. Not super bright, that's like blinding, but definitely you could see it. You could see it.
Yeah. No, it's
and
big flash, not big flash, but
yeah, it's like
flash.
a small. Oh, that's nice. That's an. Is that just 1d8? No, 2d8s. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me roll one more.
Yes, 2d8s.
Oh, beautiful. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, D&D gods.
Did you roll max damage?
Yes,
Wonderful.
with
And then what was
radiant
the-
damage.
What was the base damage as well?
The base damage was 8, I believe, 8 slashing,
All right. This
and then
thing
16
is...
radiant.
Yeah. This thing is not looking great. You've kind of taken a large chunk out of it. Where is that chunk?
On the ground, in front of her.
Where did you take the chunk out from?
Oh, like, whatever is getting closest to the barn. So if it's like his arm is closer to the barn, she would have slashed at that. If he's
Alright.
like facing the barn directly, she would have just hacked at whatever was facing her.
Oh, you know what? You decapitate the pumpkin head.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Yes!
Uh,
Fuck pumpkins!
The pumpkin kind of lands on the ground with a smush. You kind of look down at it and it's rotting. This thing's still up though. It kind
Yeah,
of
she's
turns headless at you.
utterly disgusted. And she's
It's-
just gonna be like, that's why you stink. Got it.
Yeah. There's this. You see just straw and red essence kind of coming out from that stump.
Nice. And that is my turn. Oh, actually, I want to stand in front of it. I want it to be between it and the barn again.
All right.
Yeah. It's like you're not getting any closer.
Bro, back off.
Yeah. I hate those kids, but I ain't letting you hurt them. I can hurt them, not you.
If anyone's gonna hurt those kids, it's Nyla.
If anybody's gonna kill those kids, it's gonna be me and me alone.
I'm gonna send them to
Yeah.
God.
Perfect.
All right. So it is Celia. It is now your turn.
How far apart are those scarecrows? Aren't you there?
How far apart are they? The two that's next to you and Thranis are roughly 20 feet apart. Maybe more like 15, I'd say.
Okay.
I'll say 15.
Perfect. If you're gonna say 15.
They actually, no. Actually, that's how much the measuring tool is using, but also your icons are bigger than the measuring tool. So I'm gonna say it's more. Actually, no, it would be 15 feet. Never mind. Based off of like token size.
So 15 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Between the two of them in like a straight line.
Okay.
Celia, go smash.
And then,
That one and that one.
can I swing around to the right side of that scarecrow and cast Burning Hands on the two of them? Because it's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
Perfect. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna activate my Blade Song because Arthronis got a cool rage transformation thing, and now it's my turn.
Yeah,
Ew.
transformation bros.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, Nyla's just gonna watch these two like turn into something. She's like, what the fuck? What did this thing become a thing? Does everybody have a transformation thing?
If anything, you just see her get even more graceful and lighter on
Ooh.
her feet.
Power of God is compelling her to be light.
No, that's not it at all. No.
Nope, definitely it.
No.
You know how bards give inspiration? Nyla gives inspiration with God's help.
Yeah, if I could have them roll a dex save, and probably Orthonis too.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think I'll give Othronus advantage because I think you are trying to thread the needle, but I think he's just close enough that he is going to
I
be
get
still
advantage
within.
consideration.
Yeah.
I have no regards for Orthonis at this point. He said, light him on fire.
Not in those words, but yeah.
I mean, he said light him on fire.
Very much in those words, and I saw it's okay. I'm a little fireproof.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Oh, okay.
It is a
Burn him.
15 and a 14.
Damn, all of you guys passed. So y'all take 4 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And then I'll
Luckily-
add again.
Othronus has it, and they don't. They do the opposite of that.
Ah,
So you said it was 4 originally?
4 originally. Well, it's 8 originally. Half to 4 because they all got higher than a 13, right?
Right. Okay, so they go back to 8.
8.
And then this guy is there. Alright, sorry. Mental math. Ain't that fun.
Yeah.
Stay in school, kids.
Are any of them lit on
It
fire?
may not
That's all
help.
Celia's trying to do right now. I just want to light these guys on fire.
They are certainly ablaze currently. I think that's just kind of the damage that they're kind of already taken, at least for now. So are the crops of this area. Like a considerable amount, let me just kind of draw freehand style.
It's fine.
Just kind of this general area.
I mean, let's not focus on the fact that this is the farm that's struggling right now, not the one that's doing fine over there.
They're fine.
Yeah.
In the long
Nyla's
run,
kind of
this
twitching
will
at the
backfire.
idea, but she's like, no, barn first. Barn first.
Yeah.
But Celia is taking a bit of joy in seeing things catch
Fire.
on fire. Yeah.
I don't think she started as a pyromaniac, but she's definitely one now.
Definitely, yep. She got a taste of what it's like to set something on fire, and then she's just never gone back.
Especially when
It's a
people
great
told her
feeling.
no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't.
Oh,
Through
it's a
rebellion.
horrible thing if you start talking about this with Orthonis, because he'll show you there's a bunch of different ways to do it.
Yes.
No.
Listen, Narthana's got to have a lot more chats. We're about to get a lot closer.
So we are not putting any money in this tavern because it's just gonna combust one of these days.
And that's another thing. He will
Back
protect the
there
liquor with his
first.
life, but the rest of it, that's up to you guys.
You know what, fair. Celia gets that, and she understands and respects that.
So, do I want to do that? I'm gonna roll a d20 to see not an in-game action, but an out-of-game action on whether I want to do something.
Mm.
If you want to grab a snack, feel free to.
No, this is I mean, it's
tell you
a
to do that.
out-of-game, more narrative action for the in-game.
Ah.
I cannot decide
Let's
exactly.
remember, this was asked of us to be investigated only from a spy troop.
So,
Well, as Nyla is with you, it is God's plan.
Yeah.
I think we can sell ourselves as a great distraction for any other one and like other teams that needed a good distraction.
What I heard
So-
was blame Nyla for everything because it's God's plan.
Yep.
Top of the initiative. Before we get back into the combat, we're actually gonna take a step back and
Detour.
Cordelia, you're muted right now. So when you're ready, or if you're ready. Yes.
Yep, I'm back.
Don't let the hag eat you.
Nice to
You
have
gotta
you back.
you gotta
Yep.
1v1 a super hack. You got this.
Do it.
Okay. Hey.
Get stuck.
So, you are, I believe, where we last left off, crying on the floor. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. That sounds about right for any of my characters. Let's be real here.
Woof. Rough. That's rough.
That can't write emotionally strong characters. That's just me.
You kind of, after a bit of this sort of rough time that you're having, you kind of look up for a moment and notice that there is a cauldron kind of standing in the middle of this sort of area that you're in. Not the kitchen, but like there's that still that cauldron there, but this is a larger, lower, more like a basin sort of thing. You're too low currently to kind of see what's inside, but you hear that familiar but uncomfortable voice kind of ring out, "She's almost here."
What does that mean? She just sort of turns around.
No response. You actually no, I take that back. There's a response. Bit of maniacal chuckling.
Perfect response. Vague and scary for this poor little hobbit. She wants to go back home to Kansas, gosh dang it.
Do you look inside this basin?
She'll just sort of
Do you look inside this cauldron basin sort of thing?
Yeah, she's sort of like wiping away all the tear streaks from her face.
Yeah, you kind of, as you pick yourself up a bit, you kind of look into this, and I don't know if you've ever seen anything, or at the very least you haven't seen many things from this perspective. You see things from a bit of a bird's eye view. You see a bird's eye view of actually what is very similar to what is happening on our D20 map that we've got. You see these scarecrows in this field. You see this flash of fire and realize, oh, hey, that's Celia. And you were able to spot out Thronis, Nyla, the barn, the house, and all these different kind of figures of this place that you were at, but from a top-down perspective. So you are watching this all kind of unfold in real time.
Well.
So, back at the top of the round, Thronis, it is your turn again.
Yeah, I've been singed by an ally, and then I was down earlier by something else.
Yep. Caught up in the fire. You got several flaming scarecrows in front of you. Well, one in front of you, one behind you. Kind of to the side.
Okay, I guess they're a little sturdy. And I'm just going to put my hands behind my back and pull out 2 small hand axes.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, just this. And we'll take my first of 2 attacks on this guy in front of me. Also, reckless.
Who? What was that? Sorry.
Gonna take my attack at this guy, also reckless, and I forgot to add the extra 2 damage for raging last time, sorry.
Right. Okay. Let me take that off.
I'd be a 15 to hit.
Alright. And looks like a total of 5? Or, wait, it looks like you didn't add your, you don't have your strength bonus added in there.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. But it'd just be a +4 to that, so it's 7 plus 2, so total of 9.
Alright. Into the one to the left or right of your icon, to be clear.
I think the one I was attacking first.
The one you were attacking first? Alright. Yeah, it's not looking great. It is kind of very close to falling apart, you presume.
Alright, then I'll just go for one more chop. I mean, it's
Yeah.
something.
Definitely think that'll hit.
You hit! And how do you want to do it?
Just going for the old wood chopping, just trying to see if I can get this thing to just come apart.
Alright. Like straight down the middle? Yeah, through the side?
Right to the side.
Yeah.
First one on the left, second one on the right.
You know that glory kill in Doom Eternal, where you just kind of like cut the thing up like once on one side, once on the other? It's basically that, and it just kind of stumbles through the air and just kind of lands back down on the ground, still on fire. Yeah.
Alright, that be my turn.
Alright. So that is... Did you want to move at all? That's it? Anything there?
No, I think that's about it.
Alright. Well, without further ado, it is the remaining Scarecrow's turn. This one, I'll say, let's see, takes a d8 or d6 of fire damage. Alright. It's burnt. It's crispy. Extra crispy. It's gonna move out of the fire, and it's going to smack at you, Lothronus. That is... Does a 17 hit?
Yeah. At advantage?
Right, there's advantage in there too. No, 17's the better option. That is 7 damage, halved, so 3 damage.
Alright, I'm looking hurt, and I'm very much unpleased.
Unpleased. I'll make one more attack against you. That's a 19 plus 3, so 21.
Advantage?
Right, advantage. 21's definitely better than a 4.
Yeah, hits.
Yeah. That is... Why am I blanking? 5 damage total. So 2. The other one, Nyla, is going to... Let's see. What is it going to do?
Die at my hands? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
almost certainly. But it's going to actually go for the door. So you can get an attack of opportunity.
Yes. Super smack face in face. Smacky! 17 to hit.
17, that'll hit.
Dare ignore me.
It's like, yeah, I am super shiny. How dare you? No.
You dare ignore my shininess.
9 to hit, 9 damage, slashing damage.
9. That does it hurt. That makes it hurt, yes.
That's very good. So that was the attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Now it's going to, not appreciating that, it's going to make its attacks against you.
Come on. Pay attention to me. Don't look at the barn. Only me.
21.
21? You know what? That does hit, but I cast shield. So, It doesn't matter, really, does it?
That'll still do it, I believe. Oh, I mean, that depends on...
Oh yeah, no, it does. I'm perfectly fine. You're right. +5. I thought it was +1.
No, yeah. No. Shield only...
Yeah, I'm super safe. God loves me.
Oh god.
And then I'm
like, as soon as it
pretty
tries
sure...
to, like, smack, shininess gleams again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 6 does not hit, so it goes wide. It smacks the barn. The barn is not damaged at all.
Don't touch my barn!
Wait, your barn?
Alright.
It's not my barn.
Speaking of which, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to smack it. I want to smack it real good.
To destroy the scarecrow?
I want to destroy the scarecrow. Can I destroy the scarecrow, sir? I want to destroy the scarecrow.
Destroy the scarecrow.
Okay. Does a nat 20 hit?
Yeah. Roll your damage.
Yay!
Which, yeah. Roll double the damage dice, and I will also say that if you choose to, you may, roll, add a smite on top of there, and that will also be doubled. But
then I
it's
run
also
out of
looking
spell
pretty,
slots.
It's also looking pretty, loose. It's not looking great. So that's up to you.
Oh. Well, that's such a waste of a roll. Why didn't I get that earlier? Screw you.
Why didn't I roll perfectly earlier?
Right. 16, so 8 + 8.
Damage? How do you want to do it?
The arm that touched the barn, I want to chop that right off.
Yeah.
And then I want to, like, slash it in half. And be like, don't touch my barn!
I think you do this kind of, this downward strike, kind of bisecting its arm from its body. And then you just kind of, like, do, like, a spinning upper slash.
Yeah.
Like, diagonally
down and then up. Kind of, like, uppercut it. Like it, yeah.
Sure you can.
Exit.
It is a limp pile of hay on the ground. No more red energy.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, scarecrow.
Celia, it is now your turn.
Kill it. Kill it.
Honest. Can I move around the fire?
You can move around the fire this way.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you have to move through the fire or
move
around the fire that way.
I feel like I should be one with the fire. No, I'll go up to the top and go around the fire that way until I get a clear shot of the scarecrow.
Do you want to move you, or are you gonna move you? Yeah, that'll do the trick.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna try and hit it with another fireball and we'll see what happens.
Fire!
That one. 16. What is with these low-ass attack rolls? Or damage rolls?
Man, that's rough.
That's rough.
Yeah. 16 hits.
Yeah.
16 1 damage does not do all that much.
It's not doing
Luckily,
much.
it doesn't. It does more than 1 damage.
Woo! I'm distracting it for you, Throne. It's like, got you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing 100%.
Woo!
Alright.
Guys, what he said to you, he saw you miss.
I hit it! It
He's
just
super
wasn't
judging
the
right now.
best fireball, but I hit it.
Fireball's a fireball. Don't.
I was so concerned
Not
about
everybody
hitting
can have-
you because I saw you've already taken a lot of hits. It's just I didn't want to make it as big and flashy. So really,
Yeah, that's
it's,
the concern.
It's my concern for
Mhm.
you. You're welcome.
She cares.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of.
Let me know when it's my turn, because I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, it's almost your turn. It's the top of the order again.
Do we jump back to Cordelia?
Yes.
Or are we killing it?
We briefly jump back to Cordelia.
She better
you're
have, like,
kind of-
pom-poms and, like, rooting for us.
I was like, is Nyla concerned about the growing fire?
I think she's too confused at this point.
Cordelia, you see this. Let's see. You're kind of watching this. You're seeing this battle play out, and I don't know what your emotions are as your friends are handily winning the battle. At least, only hurting each other a little bit.
Okay. I suppose that'll make her hopeful to see her friends.
And they're not dead yet.
And she'll kind of reach out to the cauldron, the liquid of the cauldron, and see if perhaps this is some goofy portal.
You reach out to it. It's feels like water. You're you see your hand kind of disappear into the image, but you don't feel like you're somewhere else. It just kind of feels like your hand is in water.
Okay.
The image is
I'm frightened, Ian. I'm frightened. There's so many Wizard of Oz jokes I can make with this. This is stupid. No, it's great. I love it.
All right. The moment. As you are kind of looking into this kind of basin of water, this image shows something maybe a little surprising. This bush right here is not the one that Othronus brought with him, but was one that was already on the property. And you see in a similar sort of shimmer, another scarecrow step out from it.
Oh, shite.
And take a couple steps towards this barn door and stop. I think you wonder why it would do that, but not for long, as this door slowly swings open. It's hard to see from this perspective, I think, but there's some figure walking out through this barn door calmly towards this scarecrow. And the barn door kind of closes, kind of swings closed behind it. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. That is a 15.
All right. Still pretty solid. Oh, yet again, it's hard to tell from this top-down perspective. The rest of your friends are pretty easy to identify, all in all. But what you're able to make out is that this figure is... Their arms, in particular, and their chest as well, are covered in blood.
Oh, fudge.
Ew.
Whatever this
I
figure
didn't
is...
actually want them to die.
Oh, who killed the
This-
children? It was supposed to be me.
This figure is kind of... this scarecrow seemingly acting very different from what you've seen before. Is like almost like welcoming this figure back, and this bush kind of emanates with that glow again.
Okay.
So, back to the top of the initiative. Thronis.
Damn it.
So I'm
It's
going to
your turn.
strip himself off and just immediately go and grapple this guy from like a full Nelson and just trying to walk him, like dragging him slowly closer to to Celia.
Fire? Or to
Yeah.
Celia? Alright,
Be
make
like, you
a
can't
strength,
miss.
make a strength check. You've got advantage. Alright, that does it. You've got this scarecrow grappled. So, I assume you're turning it towards Celia?
Yep.
Alright. Celia, I believe it's Nyla's turn next. Because I believe that's the end of your turn. Unless you had something else you want to or are able to do.
Vicious mockery.
Nyla, it's your turn. The battle appears to be just about won.
Yeah, so seeing like those two kind of, he's got one in a hug. And she's gonna be like, not gonna question. If I turn away, they won't be dead. She's gonna quickly kind of like rush over to the barn door. And
Alright.
like, are there windows to this barn?
No.
Okay. She's gonna kind of like open it slightly. Kind of
You
take a
open the
quick
door?
peek. Yeah.
You don't see anything inside. I'll say that you hear the sound of a door closing, or being like let loose to kind of slam closed, swing
That's
closed
fair.
is the word.
Can I do a perception check?
Go on ahead.
Like, just to see, to think if there's any smells, like. Fuck you, perception. 8.
Let's see. I think with an 8, you notice if you're looking out for smells in particular.
Not like really. She's just kind of doing a quick like, okay, I don't see them because and I don't want to open this door. Like a general, like, what do I hear? What do I see? What do I smell? Yeah. If she could taste the barn, she would. But she's got like, Yeah.
I think regardless, you smell blood. I don't know if that's a smell that you're intimately familiar with, but something smells wrong.
Like it doesn't smell like how it was earlier. Especially since I face planted in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you looking in further?
So basically, what she's gonna do is she's gonna run to the door, peek it open a little bit, and she's like, "Are you miscreants? Okay?" And like, do the perception check. And as soon as she smells like that stench that doesn't seem right, she's gonna open the door, like push it wide open.
You open this door and no perception roll needed. You see this trap door that you saw earlier with the blanket covering it is open, and it's been left open. It looks like there's some stairs descending into some kind of cellar, and blood coming out from it.
Horrified, she, without really thinking, kind of run into the shed, into the barn. As she's kind of running towards that trap door, she's gonna push open all the other doors to make sure the kids are like not in there or like maybe hiding. She's gonna be like
stalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Miscreants, where are you? Come out now! Come! This is a joke. This is not the time to joke."
No sign of the kids in any of these stalls.
Basically, no sign of life is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Are you opening this main door? Back down to here.
She's gonna look down into the shed before she opens the main door, because she's gonna hope, like, maybe they got injured. Maybe the blood isn't as bad as it looks. Like, is it bad? Like, how can I tell it's like a super fatal wound, or is it like small bits of blood? Like, how is the blood smearage?
Large amounts. You kind of look down into this cellar and see a small pair of feet, boots, tan, dark pants. It's the size of a child. You hear, I think, a noise, and you open up this door. I don't mean to dictate your actions, but is that all right?
No, go ahead.
You see standing next to this bush with this technicolor sort of light coming out from it is one of these scarecrows with a sackcloth head and a singed shoulder. It is holding the hand of a young girl. Similar but distinctly different from what you've seen her look like before. Arms soaked in blood. Light green skin. It's Mavis Brassel. She takes one brief look in your direction and steps through this portal. And she's gone. The lights stop. Everything's still. Cordelia?
Distinct suspicion that this child is going to end up in my presence very soon.
You've got a good intuition as you are looking down as this figure disappears through this bush. Into this bush, you see a light in the wall beside you. This sort of glowing door kind of appears with this light shining through, and kind of a white light flashes in the door, and one of these scarecrows, in fact the very same scarecrow that grabbed you, has a hand on the shoulder of Mavis Brassel, with green skin, blood-soaked arms.
Okay. That's terrifying.
And from behind you, back in her, what you now know to be a disguise, Ida kind of steps out and kind of reaches to the face of this young girl, and it's like, "Oh, you've taken your sweet, sweet time to mature, but it's nice to have you here, Mavis. We're gonna need a new name, dear. That's not gonna do anymore. What should I say? Happy birthday." She seems to be reuniting with her daughter here.
Oh, shite. Oh, the child is possessed. Oh.
Kill it with fire.
I mean, that's what I've been saying from the start.
I should have holy smited that
This
child when
makes
I
more
had a
sense.
chance.
But no one listens to Celia.
I mean, it's not like you try to burn down another house.
You can't prove
Poor
that.
Celia.
Would you like to roll an insight check?
And insight. That is 14.
Yeah. You're kind of looking at this. I don't know what's going through Cordelia's head. This child you met earlier today is
Yeah.
no longer jovial in any manner.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she had to just like kill a family pet. Looks like she just had to like put down old Yeller. Looks mortified and confused and desperately looking for answers. Not in your eyes, but her mother's.
Cordelia's just gonna look at this bloodied up child in just absolute horror, and just glare at the witch. What on earth have you done to this poor little one? Honey, what'd she do to you? Are you alright?
She turns back and it's like, right, you're still here. This is my daughter. She's meant to be here. It's her
Her
13th.
daughter?
Yes. You don't know very much about hags, I suppose most commoners.
No, most of the ladies I've ever met are lovely.
That's what you think. I think they're disgusting. I seek to create more of my kind, but it is a frustrating endeavor. For hags cannot have children of their own. We're what you might call parasites. We keep our young in the care of others. 13 years ago, I took their child and made her my own. And this day, her transformation has finally come to fruition.
You evil bitch! And she's just gonna pull out her rifle again and point it at this witch. Let me roll to see if she's smart enough to remember what happened last time.
So yeah, I've been sitting on this for a couple months.
It's good. It's October. This is the feel we're going for. I
That's
like
a
it.
7.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
7.
Anger, frustration. Shoot!
Shoot.
Yep.
Couldn't have put it
Yep.
better myself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So that's a unfortunately, that is a 23 to hit.
23 to hit, that'll hit.
Or no, sorry, 21 to hit. I was looking at the wrong weapon.
21, alright.
Yep.
Hold this up. That will still definitely hit.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it, see your damage.
Okay, let me roll damage. Da. That is 11.
11. Take 5 damage.
Oh boy!
Oh, baby Cordelia.
And could I have you roll a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Wisdom, that's my highest skill.
Girl.
17. Wow, that's a lucky roll.
17. You, I think, probably as you're, dealing this shot off, you're probably remembering, oh, that's right, as you kind of feel this pang of pain once again in your chest. You, though, are able to shake off this feeling of kind of forceful stillness that is kind of left on
Paralysis?
Paralysis, yeah, that probably would be a better word for it. That is kind of attempted to be bestowed upon you as you look over to the side and see Mavis's hand extended towards you.
I'm taking the hand of that unfortunately murderous child.
Still bloodied. I think your time here has come to its close. I offer you a chance to leave, and if you do not take it, I think our deal will be up. You don't get any help
Well, then,
for Silas, and you do not get to leave.
and now she looks nervous because now she's got a chance to break it.
You see a menacing look in her eye.
Alright, what were the terms of the agreement again? She'd get help for Silas Duncan in return for not pursuing the witch or her kind?
Well, I think the offer that you had before was generally she'll help you, you help her. Now it's more along the term. And it went to you stay out of my way, I'll stay out of your way. And now it's leave or die.
Right. Well, guess I'm hitting the road, Jack.
Sorry, kid. You kinda suck.
That glowing door frame appears on the wall again. Have a nice day, dearie.
Yo.
Don't come back.
Well, I don't intend to come back, and she's just gonna run for it.
You make it out. Nyla, we're picking right back up moments later. Mavis has disappeared into this bush, and a couple of moments later, out comes Nyla. Or not Nyla. Out comes Cordelia. That'd be
Fair.
pretty freaky if you come out. You watch yourself come out of a portal.
Like time paradox shit.
Like the glow and like usually her very relatively what she assumes is a composed face gone. She is pale. She looks like she's ready to like vomit. She's very much in disbelief. And seeing Cordelia just kind of pop out of nowhere, her eyes kind of like her dazed eyes almost kind of snap back to reality, and she points her axe at Cordelia because she hasn't seen Cordelia and she didn't know. And it like, did she know Cordelia disappeared in a rock?
No, you're out of the loop.
Yeah. So as far as she knows, she doesn't think this is really Cordelia because, okay, that little human child did not look like a little human child. This could be another trick. Like, I don't know what's going on. This isn't making sense. And she just has her axe, like, pointed towards her, and she's like, don't move.
Miss Nyla, is that really you? Oh my
Don't.
gosh, I've had such a day.
Do you, like,
Miss Nyla?
do you start walking towards me? Do you stay in your space?
Oh, I'm assuming, is she like rolling out of this bush like on the ground, or is she like able to like walk and jump out? Like I just imagine her just rolling on the ground.
That's up to you. How does she exit the bush?
I'd say she rolls.
Yeah.
Nothing graceful.
She shall. I assume you were probably rushing out to get out of that hut, and if you had to stumble to get out of there quicker, then by golly, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, she'd just roll onto her back at this point, looking up at Nyla, who apparently has an axe pointed at her.
Yeah. And like she doesn't look like she's playing around. Like you can tell that something's off. Something has definitely turned, like, she does not look okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, like,
and neither
anger.
does Cordelia.
Just for a moment, we're gonna hop back over to Celia and Othronus.
The two that are playing
fight!
with a scarecrow.
Yep.
Yeah, how do you want to take care of that? Because at this point, it doesn't really stand a chance.
I mean, I'm just gonna set
I
it
am
on
going to
fire.
literally, with all my movement, get it right up next to her hand.
Like, don't
So
fuck up!
where? Oh,
I'm not going to lie. If you miss now, that will impress me.
I haven't missed. They just weren't as big as normally, because, you know, I care about you. I don't want you to get hurt. Residual damage.
This
all over
fire
stuff.
is spreading.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Feel the love tonight.
Oh god.
Now kiss!
I think that's her version of setting me on fire.
That's kind of, yeah, it's gonna happen. She's gonna light the scarecrow on fire. Did you want me to roll for
Scarecrow's lit on fire. I think probably. Thronus, are you continuing to hold on to this scarecrow while it's on fire, or are you?
I'm sure she gets it done.
She's like, he's not letting you fuck us up. I don't care if I get burnt. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I guess roll to hit at advantage.
Like, if there's such thing as double advantage or, like, super advantage.
Nah,
have it.
I think advantage is enough.
I mean,
Oh
like,
no, I'm saying if there was such a thing.
thing as a charge spell where like you take a turn to charge up the damage.
I know, because it's not the hitting. The hitting part's fine. It's the fact that my damage has been
Damage,
ones
yeah.
and twos.
You could always cast an actual spell.
I did, and then it was
Hey.
a 1, a 3, and like a 4. I had 8 damage
Plus,
on my
there's
actual
the
spell.
possible hag that's just waiting to screw us over.
Plus, I
Yeah, you
know
may-
Orthronus is kind of singed. He's taken a beating. I don't know if he could deal the brunt of another spell. Because he's holding on to the scarecrow.
He did say he's a little fireproof.
A little bit fireproof.
That is a
Oh. Just.
have officially impressed or thought.
You get super cocky and you're like, I got this!
Can I just a suggestion for how you want to do this badly? You put your hand through the scarecrow and you hit me with the spell.
Just,
Yeah, how don't you want to do this?
I'm legit crying. I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god.
that's special.
Snake eyes on a d20 is real special, yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh, a special child today. I thought my rolls were bad.
What do you guys think? What should the way she wants to do this?
Oh god. I really
Maybe
want you
you
to act,
shouldn't
like,
be
just
an
completely,
alchemist.
like, trip. Like, the smoke from the fire just gets in your face. And you're like, I could see, and you miss.
Oh,
Completely.
Because I feel like she is coming at this with such cockiness and such confidence. She's like, I'm not gonna miss. What are you talking about? I never miss.
Yeah, I think you're looking up at Othronus, telling him you're not going to miss as you miss, and
That's
like set his
completely
foot on
miss.
fire, like his leg on fire. Athronis, your pants leg is on fire now.
I'm just gonna keep looking at her. And you'd think there'd be a scream of pain or anger, and for the first time you see a full-on, very toothy smirk.
Like, I'm in pain, but this is too humorous for me to complain about.
Oh god.
I'll admit,
Luckily for you, that's what I'm into.
that was impressive.
I was aiming for your foot anyways.
Thronis, it is a little close to your upper thigh.
Bush!
Man,
Patreon, guys.
Celia is really good at almost just barely missing the bush.
I sure am.
That's twice in one day.
Go ahead and roll that damage. Just tell me how much I take in my, upper thigh area.
Your bush area, sir. Your bush area.
Nope, I'm not gonna say that.
Ooh, man.
Are you down? Please tell me you're not down.
Not yet.
Oh my god, I need to go smack you!
Well, this is definitely emotional whiplash.
Oh god.
It just got super dark and then there's literally just this line. We are a barn apart people!
It is, it's so bad. There's
Literally
such
the
a dark
whole
storyline
thing.
going on down there, and then whatever circus act is going on up here. Oh,
That
Lord.
Cordelia wanted to join the
Cordelia
circus.
didn't want to
I'm
join
the
the circus.
professional. What are you talking about?
This fire, by the way, is also continuing to spread.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
We have not paid attention to that in the least.
yeah.
Celia goes full on Cinderella mode and crosses her arms and
meant to.
huffs and turns away. I definitely meant to hit your foot because you were being.
Yeah, no. With this much damage, my suit is pretty much ruined. I'm wearing tatters, and there's like a 1 in 5 chance something may fall out.
Bush!
Ooh.
Just finish
Oh,
it
man.
off yourself.
It's too hard to do
Yeah.
on her own.
I think we're probably getting close to ending, but yeah, good night, Cordelia. Take care.
Love you, girl. We should
Enjoy.
end it on their stupid fight, and then get back.
End it lightheartedly.
I just kind of want to
Yeah.
get to the point where you guys are walking to be in the next, when you guys get back, just all in the same scenes. Like we can.
Well, we
get
can make
to
that,
the
a
reactions
real-
next time.
We could do that Oh yeah, that's fair. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you could literally just throw. I think this scarecrow is
Alright,
probably
I've gone
taking
Into
enough
the
damage at
fire.
this point
It's
that you
all
could just
you.
toss him into the fire and it's just done. Because
Well, at
again,
this
it's really
point-
just
Yeah.
how do you want to finish this guy off?
Yeah, why not? I'm going to just grab him and I don't remember the name of the anime, but it's essentially just a suplex roll into the fire.
Yeah.
Constantly just rolling him
Yeah.
into the flames.
Pop, drop, and roll. But no.
Sweet.
He is
It's
becoming
taken care of.
I'm beating this fire out with.
It's taken care of. Are you guys going to do anything about the fire?
I'm beating it out with this scarecrow.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! 2 birds, 1 stone.
Perfect.
Definitely not helping though, cause it's hay.
Roll, I guess, an athletics check. I think that's what this would be.
Still raging, so at advantage.
Once again, all of this stuff happening all at once.
Yep. It's at
It's
this point,
emotional.
Nyla probably went into the barn.
I think
realizing,
it was probably a little bit.
Mhm.
Ooh,
22.
probably a little bit before this, but yeah. 22. Yeah, you're able to get a good few smacks in, and I think you're able to calm the fire down a little bit before this scarecrow just falls apart. Because again, it's also on fire, and also made of straw.
Yeah, eventually I'll just drop whatever's left of it out of my hands and just start stomping this out.
It takes you a while at this rate.
I'll help.
Super tsundere mode. Activate.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna give you a look and just wait a second to see what you actually do.
Like, are you gonna help, or are you gonna just make this worse?
I don't trust my magic anymore. I'm gonna go and try and stomp it out as well, because this has been a bad showing for Celia today.
You know those people who said don't burn things again? Who were those people again that told you not to burn buildings and things down?
That was in the
this
city.
entire time.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I think we just end this session with Celia and Othronis after spending
Patting this fire out.
quite a while
Laughing and snickering every time you look away just a little bit.
For simplicity's sake, let's just say like a couple minutes, probably like a decent chunk of time, just dealing with this, and we'll just start next session with you guys walking back around front to see this emotional shebang.
Yep. That's if I don't friggin' murder Cordelia. Be like, murder!
Yep.
She was super proud too. She's like, I'm doing something good. I didn't actually hit those kids. And they're safe. And one of them's dead.
So yeah, now you guys know one of the things that I've been sitting on for the past
I love it.
3, 4 months.
Fucking
I've
great.
had that kind of plan since like you guys got the manor, I think, roughly.
Yep.
I think that was about the time frame.
Fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's great. Half of us missed the entire thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's one of the frustrating things is that, like, the way it was, like, originally designed, like, from where I got the inspiration for this, you could potentially just not have your players know it all. Like, the original design is no going off to any other farms. It's just like how it typically, like, long story short, is how like the original version of this sort of adaptation of the Scarecrow story, because the Scarecrows themselves are just like a 2-paragraph long description. This was something that enhanced it a bit more, where basically you just meet the family, hear that there's a scarecrow harassing somebody else's farm, you go off to that farm, find out it's not actually there, then hear that, oh hey, it's actually back at this farm. Then you go back to that farm, fight like a handful of the scarecrows, and then realize, oh hey, wasn't there like 4 or something? Then you go back and it's like, oh hey, the kids are dead. One of the kids is dead, and the other's a hag. Spoilers, I guess.
But it's like, did the kid even... for a moment there, I was like, oh my god, that kid was a hag all this time. It knew it, and it was like, I'm gonna murder my friend now. But then hearing about, like, how sad the kid was, I was like, aw, shit. You didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose you!
Yeah, so you remember how...
I said we
like
should
you
just
heard
tell them
about-
from the beginning. No one listened to me.
I mean, I might start listening now because I friggin', especially when it comes to kids.
Oof. I'm just kind of figuring that this would have an emotional impact on some of you, and we'll see how that
Oh no,
goes.
definitely, super... Nyla's gonna be super, super, duper, super happy about everything moving forward.
Everything is absolutely terrifying.
I honestly think we're just gonna have the most questions of what are you guys so upset about?
Yep.
Why do you have an axe at Cordelia's neck? What's going on?
Like-
Where's my bush?
Like Nyla, what question
My
did
bush.
what question did Cordelia answer incorrectly to you?
Right.
Did she smack you again? Because if she did, you probably deserved it.
Absolutely.
Uh,
But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to try to avoid any form of combat and just get back to that one place.
Fair.
Until I can smack your ass.
Day's not over yet.
At any point of the day.
No comment.
Lay on hands! Smack a bitch.
Oh my god.
Lay on hands, snap their ass.
Yeah, his
Like-
version of lay on hands is
Even.
just a single poke to your forehead.
Yeah, nah. She knows. She's been to the masseuse. She will make you feel good. Not happy ending good. But
Crack your back and make you like it.
Forehead flick. That's going to be my healing hand.
Well, I'm gonna kick Craig out.
oh my god, he was still here?
Yeah, did you guys not notice? Why he was so
I mean, that's
confused.
why I've been silent. I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna let her talk.
No! For Patreon!
No. That's for the free version.
Oh god, that's a teaser for our Patreon.
Fuck
There we
my
go.
life.
There we go. We got
God damn it!
my life in there too.